Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Ali Al Habib, and welcome to a new episode of The Night Show. Hello, Eliana.
Hello, Ali. And welcome, everyone. Through our episode tonight, we will be sharing with you so many exciting news and topics.
That's right, Eliana. But before we start tonight's segments, let's enjoy, as always, some lovely music played by our lovely band. Make the most advantage of 5 things before others. Youth before old age, health before sickness, wealth before poverty, leisure before busyness, and life before death. It is a hadith that the Prophet Muhammad has said. This was the last words written on the paper, which coincided with the day of Dr. Saleh Al-Ujairi's death. Yesterday, Thursday, February 10th, 2022, the state of Kuwait has mourned the great astronomer Dr. Saleh Al-Ujairi, who has passed away at the age of 101. He was born on June 23rd, 1920, and was the most experienced and well-known and highly regarded astronomer in Kuwait and in the Arab world. In a statement to Kona, Dr. Al-Ujairi was the founder of astronomy in Kuwait and the region. He has many contributions, scientific achievements, and books that have enriched scientific libraries. He was behind the formation of Al-Ujairi's calendar, which the state of Kuwait has officially adopted for all of its official transactions. May Allah have mercy on him and may he rest in peace. And just like they would say, a star has went out in Kuwait's sky. ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to your favorite segment of the show, and mine, of course. It's the random topic segment, and of course, it wouldn't be the participants' random topic. Just love being on this side of the seat, right, guys? I mean,
Cup
I
of
get
coffee.
to. Your fate is in my hands, basically, in which I am going to pick a random topic.
Cup of coffee and no coffee?
Well, let's see, and we'll decide if you win any coffee today. All right, first random topic
winning?
of the day.
Choose a good topic, please, Addy.
All right, we'll see. I mean, I am flexible. I'm not Ben or Russia. If you don't like it, we can go to something else.
Allah yastar.
Ooh, okay. What makes you cry from happiness? We're gonna start with Eliana.
Cry from happiness?
Yes.
I never cry from happiness.
Don't you have any emotions? All right, think about it, Eliana.
Give me some time. Ask the guys
All right.
first.
Hassan, what makes you cry from happiness?
A good song, right?
Maybe, yeah, a good song. Or
Yeah?
like deep feeling, or I don't know, sometimes even a surprise can make you cry.
A surprise?
It's a,
like a good surprise?
Yes, a good surprise. Maybe you will have mixed emotions.
Absolutely.
Mixed emotions between a surprise and at the same time, feeling the emotions, like sentimiento.
Yeah,
You know, I always
sentimiento suave.
I always thought musicians, you're a musician, right? They're very emotional.
Very
'Cause-
emotional.
Yeah.
So fragile.
Not fragile, but
Emotional.
to be honest, I do cry, and I don't feel bad
Real
about
men
it,
cry.
Yeah.
It shows
it's
his
good.
humanity.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're absolutely right. If you get overwhelmed with like a birthday surprise or something, it's also emotional. Some people could cry at that.
You remembered my birthday.
When is your
Moving on
birthday?
Is it today? Is it today? September?
Nah, September.
All right. Okay. All right. So tell us about something that would make you cry from happiness.
It happened one time.
Okay.
For senior thesis back in college, you have to submit your proposal to get picked to get selected to write and direct your own film, short film. I felt like it was going to happen. Like I was confident. I told my friends, this is the movie we're going to make. And then it was just an email, the announcement. I was in the car. My favorite song was playing, and I got the email and I read it, and it had my name on it. And it was such an outer body experience. So surreal when I read my name. I didn't cry, but I had tears in my eyes, and I was just so happy.
Are you
Right.
happy at the moment? Because your eyes are shiny.
I'm always happy when I'm doing the night show with you guys.
you had to swallow, take a breath before you said that. Are you forced to be here, AJ?
Am I what now?
Are you forced to be here?
I
Are
said
you okay?
blink twice if you're being kidnapped.
All right. And Eliana, can we hear you? What?
I have to think, really squeeze my brains, but I can think of something maybe.
Come on, think, Eliana. Give me something.
Did I get a light bulb on top of my head?
I just love putting people on the spot. It's like my turn. I've been waiting a long time for this. Eliana, come
you
on,
wanna go
think.
first?
A topic.
You
Come
can
on.
go first.
No,
You can go
okay.
first, yeah.
So
for it.
I think it's memorable. When I graduated high school, I cried.
Aw,
Yeah.
Really?
that's sweet.
Because you were so sick of high school,
I
right?
was so sick of high school. When I graduated, I actually cried. It was very overwhelming. I just,
That's such a
couldn't
long
believe
time
it was,
ago.
It was
Like
over. I was,
30 years
Achievements
ago.
can
couldn't
make
believe it
you-
was
Make
over
him
with.
sound so old.
Yeah.
He's not that old.
Not that old, but
So long.
it was memorable. I just couldn't believe that I did it. I was done.
Okay.
Yeah. Little did I know there was much more bigger achievements to come. Eliana.
I can finally think of something.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
Feeling proud of somebody that you care about.
Ooh,
That's a good one,
Nice.
right?
would make you cry?
Yeah.
Like, give us an example.
New Year's episode. So
Yeah.
the little girl that sang on New Year's episode was my niece. Got shiny eyes, if anybody noticed.
I did.
I was very proud.
I did.
You cried.
Shiny eyes.
She
Shiny
teared
eyes.
up. She got teary.
Yeah,
All right.
teary.
So
There's
sometimes, yeah, a mixed feeling or overwhelming
sentimento.
emotions,
It's like you said
sentimento
it.
or
Sentimento.
achievement sometimes
Is that
can make you.
Italian?
It's
Spanish.
Spanish.
Okay.
Español.
Spanish.
Habla español.
Hablas-
All right, and so we got two people here that would be, they would cry occasionally. They would cry when needed, when the
needed.
sentimiento hits in. We got AJ with his shiny eyes, and we got Eliana.
With her pride.
Teary eyes.
Teary eyes, that's the one. All right, so coming up next, we have a song about, it's a national song, and we're very excited to hear it because it is a very super special month here for Kuwait and for the Kuwaiti people. It is February, the month of joy and celebrations of the National and Liberation Day. So let's watch this national song, and we'll be back again in the studio to continue our segments.
ذهب برقان، ذهب نقطة تحول تسبق الأزمان، ذهب منا تغيرنا بفضل الله وعمرنا، تطورنا وزان الحال علينا زان، ذهب منا تغيرنا بفضل الله وعمرنا، تطورنا وزان الحال علينا زان، ذهب نقطة تحول تسبق الأزمان.
Back again to catch up with you up with the latest news. So this is an awesome segment, and to start things off, Kuwaiti jet skier Mohammed Bourbe'a ranked #1 worldwide in the WGP Waterjet World Series for the 2021-2022 season. And let me tell you, when it comes to all these water sports and jet skiing and with the super jets and all that stuff, Kuwait is absolutely, dominant. So well done and congratulations to our contestant.
Yeah, that was great. We have world-class champions in Kuwait, great athletes, and congrats to him. That was great.
Do you guys jet ski?
No.
I mean,
You guys should try it.
I jet ski, but I don't do the one that they call the super jet, which is the one where you like fly in the air and
I want to
dive
do that.
in.
That looks fun.
It's not as easy as it looks. I'm pretty
True,
sure.
true.
But maybe we
How
can
about
start. You know.
Jumping out of a plane, no parachute, catching it mid-air.
You know what?
That's extreme. That's
I've
extreme
seen you do
sports.
that with Tom Cruise, but during
Yeah.
one of your movie segments
One
on the
of my
show.
movie segments.
Or the next report, you could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just call him up,
Uh-huh.
and
I have him on
you
speed
can
dial.
go with Shahabi,
With Shahabi.
on that plane and just completely.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna push me out and they're not gonna jump.
That would also
And
be
they
a
won't
sight
throw
to
the
see.
parachute. I'm just gonna,
Just gonna jump.
Speaking of celebrations, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, go for
Speaking
it.
of celebrations,
Yes.
we've got Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
She celebrated for her 70-year regime.
Yeah, and she's the first British monarch to celebrate, a platinum jubilee. And thank you for bringing that up, because if you didn't, me and AJ would still
We
be
were just
debating
rambling
about
skydiving.
No problems. You
Um,
guys like wearing dishdashas?
yeah.
So tell us more, AJ, about the dishdasha.
Dishdasha, yes. Dishdasha in Oman. There's a crackdown on Omani face fines, Omani men face fines for rogue robes. Like, you shouldn't alter their traditional clothing, which is like a general rule of thumb. Don't mess with the culture.
Why not, though? I mean, how badly was it altered?
It was bad.
Okay.
So bad that there isn't an image on it, That's how bad
So
it
they're
is.
fining them?
They're fining them.
So speaking of fining, who else is fining?
Dubai is completely having a big rule change here. They're going to start charging people for a single-use plastic bag. So if you go to a
Yeah.
grocery store and you don't bring your own reusable bag, you're going to have
I don't
to.
understand why we don't use reusable bags in Kuwait.
Kuwait, I think
Environmental. We need to get more environmental friendly
Yeah,
everywhere else around
like
the world.
I think there is a large amount of plastic bags to be offered. If you if you go to a grocery store or co-op, I mean, he would just they would just bag your
Yeah,
your
they
items
double
like
bag. They
double
bag a
bag,
single item.
like a
It's-
single item at a
it's
time
so
goes in each
weird
bag.
and wasteful. When I lived in LA or in Florida, they charge for paper bags, like 10.
You mean plastic
20.
bags?
No, they
Oh,
don't.
the paper bags.
They have plastic, but everyone uses paper.
Okay.
So we don't use plastic.
Okay.
And you pay 20 cents or 15 cents per bag. And they cut it off at like 4 bags and then the rest are free. They just to deter people from using grocery bags. So you can bring in your own. And I got used to it. I got me some nice reusable bags and I just use them all the time.
We should do that.
We should do that here. I actually have mine in the trunk of my car. So when I go to the co-op, I would be using them here. And everyone else is like,
You
what is he
set an
doing?
example,
It's setting
AJ.
an example.
You're a pioneer, AJ. I think
I'm
you
ahead
just
of my
have to-
time. I know.
Speaking
Yeah.
of pioneering, what's happening in Saudi Arabia?
So Saudi,
You have the best segues today. Please go on. You have the best segues.
Saudi
problems.
opens the first all-female Apple developer ceremony. What do you know about that,
Academy.
Aliana?
I'm not really good with technology,
Technology,
but
all right. Just
I
gotta
would
put
want to
it
try
on.
out that academy, guys.
It's not.
So
it's not something you try out. It's like an academy.
You actually have to go and
Develop
study the whole.
code and all that stuff. So
Okay, never mind. It's
yeah,
not my
we'll do
thing.
something else. We'll probably go jet skiing. AJ.
Sounds
So-
more like fun.
this is really awesome for
Yeah.
women all over the world. In Saudi Arabia, this is the first all-female Apple Developer Academy, where they get to get into the program, learn to code, learn to create apps for the iOS devices, and just get certified. So this is a really great opportunity for the people of Saudi Arabia, and I really recommend joining this program, like you.
Yeah, but you said jet skiing is better
Jet
for me.
skiing. But honestly,
Skydiving?
in all seriousness, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
We think it's a wonderful and an amazing step towards a
Better
more,
future.
a better future where
future.
people are more educated towards science and all these things. I mean, the development of everything is the apps, the programs, governments are using apps. It's definitely helpful and very useful.
This is really going to change up the industry.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Inshallah.
Amazing. So-
We're getting there.
This is really interesting. Up next, we have news about what they call a black or a blood diamond.
Yeah.
It's the Enigma. It's a billion-year-old black diamond from. People claim it's from like space that fell from a meteor, and it's up for auction. It's actually it weighs 555 carats, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
wow.
that's like a size
Oh,
of
there
a
it is.
banana.
Yeah, 555 carat 0.55 diamond.
That's
It is
gorgeous.
huge.
It's just really beautiful.
And I was kind of surprised. It's not as expensive as I thought it would be. It's like it was auctioned for $3.5 million.
Yeah, that's
Which is
pocket
like-
change for me and you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
a woman's best friend is a diamond, they say. That's the saying goes. But I wouldn't want to put something that huge on.
No, we'll make
It's
we'll
so
make
big.
a necklace out of it for you, like a small piece.
Okay, is that my price?
That is your prize. That is. If
$3.56
you win
million
today's
dollars?
game,
If I win, I
Today's
win what?
game.
The battle?
The
Okay,
battle.
awesome.
yeah,
Sounds like fun.
I have no
It's
idea
within
what's
budget.
going on with today's game. So, you know what? Let's not get into it. It's going to be too stressful. But I'm definitely going to win. I'll tell you that. Russia's not
Okay,
here, so I'm very
sure.
excited.
Let's see about that.
And coming up next, we have the band who's going to play us some lovely, lovely music. Let's
Melodic?
hear it.
Melodic.
Melodic.
Melodic, Russia's
Let's
word.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Our guest for tonight, he loves to direct himself as an engineer with an artistic vision. Mr. Shirij Kumar, he is an instrumentational control engineer who also has a huge passion for arts and media. He has written and directed several plays and won many awards for direction and screenplays. Let's watch this short report about Mr. Kumar, and then we will continue with our interview with him.
But.
Sir, your X-rays have come, and like I suspected, there is some very minor changes in your X-ray. But then nothing to worry, nothing serious whatsoever. We are planning some very latest advanced X-rays for you, sir, in the days ahead. I just spoke to my radiologist colleague, and he said we shall plan it soon. Sister, when can we give sir an appointment at the earliest?
Doctor,
Earliest.
we don't have a date before.
4 days, sir, 4 days. Would you be able to come back in 4 days' time? Is that okay? By then, today's results will also be ready, and we shall keep you posted regarding anything else that may happen. So it's always a pleasure to be of service, and have a nice day.
Hello and welcome back, dear viewers. We've got Mr. Kumar here. Welcome. Mr. Kumar, we are honored to have you in this show. I would like to start with asking you, you are a creative artist, and how would you define art in itself?
First of all, good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste to Ms. Ileana Israeli. Thank you for inviting me to this beautiful studio today. Your question, how do you define art? It's a slightly difficult question. I recollect what Pablo Picasso once told. Art is the biggest lie which is used to realize truth.
It's the biggest lie that is used to realize truth.
True.
I like that
this
definition.
This is a quote by Pablo Picasso. In fact, art is a representation, basically. It represents everything. Basically, art is there in everything. You just take a person. Every human being is an actor, according to me. We face a lot of issues, a lot of things, a lot of emotions. Sometimes I'll be angry, sometimes I'll be happy. So when I talk to you, I'll have one mood. So how many changes in moods, how many kind of expressions we have. So everywhere you can find art. So art, I don't think you can define art in a square. So art is there everywhere.
Can we say art is a vision of reality?
Art can be in any ways, like both ways. Like it can be a reality. It can be an abstract, absolutely surrealistic. So people do represent art in in realism, magical realism. A lot of things they like contemporary kind of way of expressing things. So art is, according to me, art is a universal thing which is there everywhere. You have to find it out.
Liana, you asked a very difficult question, I have to admit, but Mr. Kumar, you have definitely passed. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely A+.
So I've read a lot about you, mashallah. You have great achievements in theater and in arts, and just even the way you speak, you're very artistic. So how does all of that come out of somebody with an engineering background?
Well, engineering is my bread and butter. I work with Kuwait Oil Company as a design engineer and instrumentation and control. So from my college days onwards, like in small ages, I used to draw or paint, those kind of things. So I have a passion of art, I believe, from my childhood. And theatre, in fact, it started, I mean, I seriously look into theatres only after reaching in Kuwait, I can say. Before that also I had some experience, and I have watched a lot of plays in college days and all. But after coming here in Kuwait, in fact, maybe I had a little time to spend on these things, and I always pursue or study these kind of things. And in fact, I did almost like 20-25 stage plays in Kuwait,
Wow.
as well as in India, New Delhi, Kerala, and all like that. And I could achieve some remarkable achievements or awards, you can say, like from the state government, Sangeet Nag Academy Award from the Kerala government, and Rotary International Award from an Rotary International Club, then Excellence Award in Theatre, Global Excellence Award in Theatre, like that few awards. And I always keep my passion, and still I'm a student in these things. So I'll try to know more things on these things in
You say
theatre.
you're still a
and movies.
student.
All these
Of course.
achievements and still a student. You're so modest.
Every day
Very
you
amazing.
learn a lot of things. Every day you study a lot of things.
That is true.
So after a long day of, and working for KOC, Kuwait Oil Company, must be, it's busy, it's time consuming. So how do you stay motivated and have the time to push yourself to learn about anything else? It's tough. It's a skill that I think you have, and we want to learn from you.
Yeah. See, this is like one is like my work. So I have to dedicate my time for my work, but once out of the office, I'm totally a different person. So I have to spend my time for my own pleasures and to find happiness on what I can get. Like, so I always spend on these kind of art related things. So a theater production is one thing, and short films, I did a lot of short films. And I also like to do paintings and those kind of things. And I'm a person who likes to travel a lot. So these are the things which you can say which keep me alive.
Amazing.
You're very passionate. So if we were to ask the difference between directing a play and a short movie, how would you differentiate between those two?
In fact, these two are different mediums. Like theater is a kind of media, and another one, movies are another one. When you look at the movie, it is a director's baby, 100% a product by the director. So he has the full control over the crew, how it should be and what it should be, and he can work until he gets the result, the result what he wants. So he will continuously put pressure on the artist to get what exactly he wants. So ultimately, a movie is a product which is like you can say this is the ultimate art which is available in the world at present today. So once the product is done, it's finished. So there is no change at all. Whereas in theater, theater is always live. It's not like a dead thing or it's not a stagnant thing. So every day theater has changes. Say for example, I do a play today, and tomorrow if I present it on another stage, it will be a different form, because it is done by the people or with blood and flesh. Okay, so the passion or the emotions are there on the stage. So to direct a play, you need a lot of things like a little bit of human psychology and management principles, then a good communication skill, then you need to have a team leader. So all these things are required to lead a play. But ultimate thing is that if you do all these things, the actor is the prominent person or the leader in a play. Director is nothing once they go on stage. So ultimately what the audience or the spectators see is only the product which is presented by the actors or actresses.
So if you were to tell us one, like your top pick from your own piece of work that you recommend us to watch, which one would it be?
I did theatre as well as short movies, which both I like. There are a few things which I really like. If I look at my short films, I started doing my short films in 2009 in Kuwait. That film is called Punarjani, which is in a Malayalam, Kerala Indian language.
Is that it's called
Yeah.
the woman in the right spot or the hot spot? Is that the one?
No, that's like theatre, the
Oh,
theatre
okay.
version. Yeah, this one is a short film which I did for the first time in Kuwait. That time there is not like digital cameras are not there much. We were doing in a VHS
Oh, wow.
tapes and all. But still, I think that was my most affectionate, most passionate movie, which I can always tell, which was talking about the relationship between a son and a mother, and they are living apart, and the mother is sending a gift to him from his own place, and the story goes like that, and then it goes a little abstract and surrealistic way of representing things. So still I have, that's my first baby, and I love that movie and so much still. If you ask me about my theatre productions, I have many. I did a lot of plays, like my own plays. Plus, I adopted scripts from famous playwrights, Waiting for Godot or Kafka, those kind of things. And Salvador Dali's picture I did as a play. So all these things I brought on stage. But still, I won an award from the state government for the play which you mentioned, the girl in summer, the sun,
Amazing.
Yeah, it's called Ushna Meghalele Penkutti. So that was talking about a girl's story. She was because there was a custom or a kind of things in our place where girls are married at a very early age, and then later on they have been taken to somewhere, and then they end up nowhere. So this story goes in that way, and you can say that was I have a very good affection towards that place still.
Definitely.
If you were to choose one funny moment while directing, what would it be?
There are a lot of funny plus sad moments always happens on the stage. This is mostly happening on stages basically. You can say when you act, many things happen because it comes instantaneously. And I remember one thing, once I was doing a play for Kuwait Engineers Forum group. There was one lady, the play was totally recorded, the pre-recorded voiceover you can say. So this lady was supposed to appear on stage. She could not, she was changing some bangles and all. So she could not arrive on stage, and the dialogues was going on, and the other co-actor was standing on stage. So people started laughing. So you find it, very sometimes funny, but it's a sad thing. Like you realize that.
Kind of reminds me of Eliana. She's always late, to the set. And
Look who's talking.
I'm here at I'm the first one here. I opened the door to the studio.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hairdresser,
so.
right? Hairdresser. Yeah. Late at the hairdresser. If we were to talk about your work of the latest awarded short movie at Hayat, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah. You can say that was my first Arabic movie. It's a 1-minute film. Okay.
Wow.
It is the actress name is Miss Noor. She's a Kuwaiti, she's a teacher basically. And when I spoke to her, she was interested. She got excited to act in that one. She's really, a person who loves India so much, and she travels to India and especially to Kerala, and she loves Indian music, Indian classical dance, and then a lot of things. So when I spoke to her the story, she was so excited, and she got into this movie. It's basically, you can say, a kind of abstract film. which talks about a food cycle or like a life cycle, or you can say the existence, basically the fittest. Okay, yeah. So, how do you find yourself in a food cycle? Where do you stand on the food cycle when the whole world is looking for in a scarcity of food? The movie is Broadway is talking about that one. So,
What inspired you to write it?
say again, sir?
What inspired you to write it?
See, I always look around my surroundings, and I watch things, I see things. So when I see a lot of things happening around me, I may be inspired to write something, produce my thing, because art is a way of expressing your feelings, your
Definitely,
things.
yeah.
It is like, emotions which is coming out from you yourself.
Is it published? Is there somewhere we can see it? Catch it? Maybe YouTube or?
In fact, it is running for some festivals. So
Amazing.
I could not, I did not publish it but I have a private link which I can share with you, of course.
Please do.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, and
you.
this lady, the actress got a Best Actress award in one of the festivals in
Wow.
Kuwait. Plus, I have got a Best Director,
Congratulations.
Best Script award from back in my place, Kerala.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Oh, amazing.
Lots
Ooh,
of achievements,
yeah,
Mr. Shamiz, right?
Definitely.
Thank you
and
very much.
Congratulations to you and the team. So we'd like to thank Mr. Kumar for giving us the opportunity of joining us today. We will watch our questionnaire for the week, but before that, we're going to listen to some lovely melodic music from our band.
Melodic, right?
Melodic.
Hello everyone, I'm Fadek Al-Marhoun and we're back again with the question of the week. And this week's question is, how do you define art? Let's see what they have to say. How do you define art?
Art is, to me, everything that's not science. So it's like language, it's painting, sculpture, writing, cinema, films, many things.
Cartoon, music, الأغاني.
أنا بالنسبة لي الفن هو أي شيء فيه شغف. الشغف هو أهم شيء حق كل شيء. بالشغف نقدر نستمر ونقدر نعطي ونقدر نحب ونقدر نبدع، ويعني دائرة الفن تصير وايد كبيرة بجميع أنواع المجالات يعني.
الارت هو الفن، يعني اي شيء، مثل تكلم عن الرسم، فن بالهندسه، بالتصوير، بالمسرح، بالسينما، بالتمثيل، هذا يعتبر كله فن.
والله الفن اعتبره الرياضة، يعني أهم شيء هو بالكويت حاليا. تفضل يا حبيب.
الأفلام، أفلام الفنية تكون.
بالنسبة لي والله مسرحيات وسارة بس.
والله أنا أعتبر الفن أكثر شيء الطرب والموسيقى والسوالف.
We've got some interesting answers, so let's head back to the studio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. To kick things off for our nostalgia segment here today, we have AJ.
All right, today we'll be talking about the history of the theater movement in Kuwait, and it has gone through several stages in theater. The movement started from within schools, specifically from inside the Mubarakiya school, which is the oldest school in Kuwait. When the play Islam Umar and Fath Masr were shown in 1938, perhaps this was the first nucleus of the theater. Then the countdown of the appearance of the theater in Kuwait has begun.
That's right, AJ. As a matter of fact, most researchers' opinions agreed that the early 20s witnessed the beginnings of theater in Kuwait. It is the oldest theatrical movement in the Arabian Gulf. Two stages of the development of Kuwaiti theater can be distinguished, namely the stage of improvisation and experimentation, and then the stage of establishing the national theater in the early 60s. The second stage in the history of the theatrical movement can be clearly seen with the establishment of the National Theater, the advent of Zeki Tulaimat, and the establishment of the Arab Theater. Ali, tell us more.
That's right. But however, women were not allowed to act in the past. And that's why some men have stepped in to fill in the role, such iconic people and names such as the late Muhammad al-Nashmi, Abdulaziz al-Nafisi, Ali al-Rashid, Saeed Shammas, and Abdulaziz al-Nimash. Now, you probably know the faces, you heard the voices. They've stepped in, they played amazing female roles, whether it's in theater or soap operas. But later in the 1960s, pioneering female actresses definitely appeared, including Aisha Ibrahim, Maryam Al-Ghadban, Maryam Al-Saleh, Hayat Al-Fahad, and Suad Abdullah.
Can you act as a lady? Can you improvise a lady voice?
Me?
Yeah?
I don't think he has it in
No,
him.
it's just, the hair is gone. So that's the thing, the hair is gone. If he was there, perhaps we'll have another discussion.
You're right. Kuwait has always been called Hollywood of the Gulf due to the popularity of its television soap operas and theater. Theater in Kuwait is subsidized by the government, previously by the Ministry of Social Affairs, and now by National Council for Culture, Arts, and Letters. Every urban district has a public theater. The public theater in Salmiya is named after the great Abd Hussein Abdurrada. Now, that's all we have for the nostalgic segment for Kuwaiti movement in theater. And let's kick it off with some more music by our band, but they're not here, so.
You should have given them the heads up. I mean,
AJ, start singing.
Start singing. Oh, thank you so much. We'll be right back and we'll see what we have prepared for our battle.
Welcome back, dear viewers, and it is time for the battle. And AJ promised me to get me that black diamond necklace if I win the battle.
If you win. If you win.
So what's the game?
All right. Today's battle, we played a similar game before with Russia and Ben a couple of months ago. You're going to watch a scene from a TV show this time. They played a movie.
Okay.
This time a TV show. You have to guess the name of the show.
Who won? Ben, obviously, because it's movie, right?
I don't recall, but it might have been Russia.
It's always Russia winning.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russia's good with
Are you
TV
guys
shows.
ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We have
Let's
8
do it.
TV shows.
Okay.
Let's start.
Okay.
Any second now. There we go.
Seinfeld.
And Ali gets.
I don't need to
didn't
see the
even
video.
play.
That was really.
Didn't even
You're
play.
too quick.
I
Give
don't
us-
even need
give
to
us
see
like a
TV
countdown.
shows.
Yeah, now we're just gonna watch it. Have you guys watched Seinfeld?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
No soup for you. I
No
love that.
soup for you.
I love that.
I don't even get that reference. Amazing.
It's the soup guy, you know? He doesn't sell them soup. That's probably
All
one
right,
of my
get ready.
favorite episodes.
Second one.
It's
okay.
gonna come up right after this scene ends.
Close your eyes, Adi.
No.
Close your eyes,
Okay,
Adi.
this is my moment. I've never won
I want
a
my
game.
diamond.
Let's see who gets this one first.
No diamond for you. Oh, Fresh Prince of
Fresh
Bel-Air.
Come on, that was
again.
too fast.
Too quick.
Ali, too slow. Too slow.
Too slow.
That necklace is
How many
for
points
him
is
now.
that? 500 so far?
You can't wear a necklace. You give it to me. You win, but you give me the
All right,
necklace.
all right, we'll see. I
All
might
right.
trade it in for a cheeseburger.
Fresh
we'll
Prince. This is
see.
Will Smith, legendary.
Amazing.
Love
One of my
that
favorite
show.
TV shows growing up.
We grew up with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. It's
All right.
funny, comedic.
Next up. Let's see who guesses this.
Oh, you got me there.
Oh, I'm clueless.
Daredevil.
Daredevil?
There we go.
You're good. You're good.
On fire tonight, ladies and
3-0.
gentlemen. 3?
Okay.
Is it like every
3 points.
250 points for each? Yeah?
What?
Okay. I
Don't be
probably
greedy.
changed the pointing system.
Okay, this is Daredevil. He made a cameo in Spider-Man.
yeah,
You didn't watch Spider-Man.
I don't watch Marvel movies. I'm just so lost. There's so
Okay,
many
oh,
of them.
who's this?
Friends.
Oh, friends. Come
Again,
on,
Ali
friends.
gets it.
friends.
See,
I
the
wasn't
thing is-
looking. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, me neither. But you said friends. Remove the you might get a point.
For
You
nothing.
know, all he spends all his time, his leisure time, is Netflix. So he's
Right.
watching his sitcoms.
Right.
So that's what it is. That's why you're winning.
Everyone
huh?
watches Friends except for this guy. Anyway,
Netflix. I saw that when like when, yeah
20 years ago.
yeah it was very
This show.
the underworld, the Stranger Things.
There you go.
All right,
You're
there we
too
go.
good.
Wow. Okay, 5 points for Ali.
0
You're
for
gonna
me.
go on an undefeated streak.
Yes.
5-0.
I'm losing.
Has
I know.
anybody
But there's
ever
one that
losing.
no one will
that?
guess, I bet.
We will see. Has anyone ever achieved like a clean sweep?
Nope, no one ever
Never
did that.
on any game,
Yeah,
right?
historical moment today if it happens.
Here we go. Last one.
wait.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, come on. Seriously.
There you go.
6-0.
0.
Eddie
Guys,
coming
band
in
help.
for the reverse sweep. How many did you guess?
He
You
was
guessed
guessing
one
in
of
his
them? The reverse sweep coming
Okay.
in. But,
Number 7. You
one
gotta
more.
keep it up, Ali, huh?
7
One
or
more,
8?
okay.
7 is next, 7.
Okay.
At least get 1 point. Come on, Indiana.
You will never guess this show.
Oh, Boy Meets World.
Wow!
Yay!
Undefeated
Finally, 1
streak
point.
gone.
No, the reverse
This
sweep
is my
gone.
absolute favorite TV show.
I love that
Boy Meets
show.
World. Learned a
is
lot
really
from
old.
this show.
Tell
I
you
don't even
something,
remember
a
it.
secret. When I was younger, I used to watch this show. I used to say, when I get older, I want to marry this guy.
Sean,
Yeah, Sean.
really.
I actually
Ryder
have a painting
Strong.
of him that I drew.
Mashallah. Do you know they made a Girl Meets World? Okay, this show, quickly.
This is a brand new John Cena show.
Yeah, what is it
John
called?
Cena?
It's on Prime, I
You've
think.
seen it on my Instagram. It's not on Prime.
I don't know.
This should be good though, but I haven't seen
Band,
it.
help.
Yeah,
Huh?
John Cena. Everyone
John
knows
Cena.
John Cena.
I can't see anything that's going on right
Yeah,
now.
you
So he
can't-
gets
you
half a
can see
point
the
for
It's an
getting the
invisible
name.
helmet, a floating helmet.
What's the name of the show?
The floating helmet because he's invisible. You get it, John Cena.
No one gets a point.
He gets half, doesn't
7-1.
he? 7-1?
No, 6-1. I think.
Yeah, 6-1.
Yeah.
6.
It's
to one.
Peacemaker. Come on.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Okay,
roll
no,
the answer.
It's too new. It's super new.
No
It's
one
a
knows.
great hit
No one
show.
would know it.
It's so funny.
Is it really?
Yes. We'll
I
watch
think
it.
we'll watch that.
John
watch it.
Cena.
And Liana will
So you
watch
won,
that.
but you're going to give me that black necklace.
Am I?
Diamond
Am I?
necklace.
No. See,
No,
the thing
no,
is,
no
when it-
one won actually.
No, see, in the beginning,
Hey!
see,
He has
I
to
said,
guess them all.
I said, I'm willing to win a cheeseburger. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
get you.
you
a
said
cheeseburger.
diamond. I said cheeseburger, and I think I've won the
Yeah,
cheeseburger.
okay.
So
I got you.
get your-
Cheeseburger.
I did not choose the diamond. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So coming up next, we'll watch this report about the amazing
Classic.
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Amazing stunts and comedic timings. I love it. Let's watch it.
Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin, or as we know him by Charlie Chaplin, was a British comedian, producer, writer, director, and composer who is widely regarded as the greatest comic artist of the screen and one of the most important figures in motion picture history. Born on April 16, 1888, in London, England, Chaplin was named after his father, a British music hall entertainer. He spent his early childhood with his mother, the singer Hannah Hall. After she and his father separated, he made his own stage debut at age 5, filling in for his mother. Using his mother's show business contacts, Charlie became a professional entertainer in 1897 when he joined the 8 Lancashire Lads, a clog dancing act. His subsequent stage credits include a small role in William Gillette's Sherlock Holmes in 1899. His 35 Keystone comedies can be regarded as the tramp's gestation period, during which a caricature became a character. Although he was criticized for not enlisting to fight in World War I. To aid the war effort, Chaplin raised funds for the troops via bond drives. The musical score, the lone sound element the film offered, was composed by Chaplin, and he conducted its recording. No matter the lack of dialogue, it was a huge success. In his last years, Chaplin was accorded many of the honors that had been withheld from him for so long. In 1972, he returned to the United States for the first time in 20 years to accept a Special Academy Award for the incalculable effect he has had on making motion pictures the art form of this century. He was visibly and deeply moved by the 12-minute standing ovation he received at the Oscar ceremony. Chaplin made one of his final public appearances in 1975 when he was knighted. He died on December 25, 1977, in Switzerland.
And we're back with our movie segment, and thank God, once again joined by Shabi. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back, to be opposite to you, and we shuffle and we check what's new and what's old, what to be re-released.
Yep. So let's start things off with some U.S. releases. We have Death on the Nile. It's a crime, drama, mystery film. Basically an investigation of the murder of an heiress. This is a sequel. What was the name of the first one?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Orient Express.
Yes.
Are you interested in crime?
Always, because this is an adaptation from the 1937 novel by Agatha Christie.
Yes, Agatha Christie writes great novels.
It's beautiful. I mean, Agatha, once you start reading for it, it's like you shuffle all the pages. Yeah. And I think there is so many adaptations. A lot of them are not official, by the way, but they take a lot of her
like,
famous stories.
Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Inspired heavily.
Heavily
by
but
Agatha.
It's just another beautiful plot, and I like Agatha.
Yeah, this movie stars Tom Bateman and Gal Gadot, or Gadot, sorry.
And Kenneth Branagh, I think.
Yeah.
He's also the director.
Yeah, she is. It's a good cast, and...
the plot?
Yeah,
Who's the murderer, do you think?
Yeah.
Who's the murderer?
Who's the murderer?
So what did you think of the Orient Express? Do you think it's going to live up to the prequel or
I
what?
haven't seen it. I do want to watch it because I love this kind of movies.
Yeah.
And I will watch this one when it comes out online.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
So it's going to also be released today in the U.S.
Yes, today
it's
is
gonna
the
start
release
today,
date.
yeah.
Another film releasing in the U.S. is Marry Me. It's a comedy music romance, basically about an unfaithful relationship between two music stars.
Okay.
But here's my comment.
Tell me.
This is the worst poster in the history of posters.
Yeah, I think you might have a point, by the way.
Right? My niece could take a better picture than
Yeah, I mean, it's too photoshopped somehow.
And it looks like it's put together last minute.
Yeah, and Morgab maybe. I mean, if you would... Something went wrong.
Something went wrong. It's anyway.
Okay. Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. It's Owen Wilson, Jennifer Lopez, great actors. I love Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
He always whispers, I feel.
Kind of. Yeah. You know, he had that thing. So this is, let's say, it's a chick flick. It's a romance drama.
Releasing right around Valentine's Day and all that. So.
Yeah. Appropriate.
Yeah, and another movie coming out in the U.S., Taken 8.
Taken 8?
No, it's Blacklight, but it's basically a Taken movie, right?
Another John Wick-ish movie. Okay.
Another Liam Neeson-ish movie. Excuse me.
Okay. It's a John Wick-ish. That's okay.
This is the original. John Wick.
I mean, you can see there's a lot of fears.
Yeah, Liam Neeson back at it again as a government operative. Basically, the plot of Taken.
Exactly. It's exactly the same, but with a different.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna watch it anyway. He
Look,
trained
these movies, they have their own charm.
They have their own.
I mean, it's what we call popcorn movie, but you get what you're expecting. You know, car blowing up, guys getting beaten, a lot of weapons, action pack, and Liam Neeson leaves untouched. You know, so.
You know, I once read an article many years ago where he said he won't be making these kind of movies again because he's getting too old.
Okay.
And then he made like 3 movies like it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So they're just sequels to Taken, the way I look at it.
No much anticipations, but these
Yeah.
movies, they have its own charm, as I said.
Yeah. Now, locally in Kuwait,
Okay.
we have one of the most popular video game franchises in the world, Uncharted, a live-action movie
Yes.
with Spider-Man himself,
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, joined by Mark Wahlberg as Sully,
And also Antonio Banderas.
Antonio
in the cast.
Banderas as the villain.
Yeah.
So this movie, because Tom Holland is so young,
Yes.
so he's playing a young Nathan
Drake, yeah.
which is the protagonist.
Yes.
So it's more of a prequel to the stories we've played. But honestly, reading the storyline and watching the trailer, I can see elements from the game, specific scenes.
Okay.
So maybe they're blending it in.
So Uncharted is based on the popular video game which was released in 2007.
Yes.
For the first platform, it was released on PlayStation 3.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. It's about, it's treasure hunts.
Yes.
And expeditions. Another franchise inspired heavily by the likes of Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider as well. But this time, it's too identical to Tomb Raider if you think about it.
In a way, but
But it has its own
you know,
theme.
honestly, when I picture Nathan Drake, even though Mark Wahlberg's body is a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
I can see him playing Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
They have the same hairline.
Almost the
the
same.
hairstyle.
The same style also in the shirts.
They're both funny and witty.
Yeah.
And, I think he should have played him, but they're going for a younger.
Because I think this is a prolonged project.
Yes, maybe
I think
we'll
they're
have
gonna
a
make
huge
multiple.
franchise out of it.
Yes.
I want to see how Tom Holland performs in the box office, because now he's a box office star.
Yes.
Let's see how he can pull some numbers for Uncharted
So this time he's in the box office without a suit.
without a suit.
So it's gonna be interesting take
it'll
on
be
him.
interesting. I can't wait. I booked my tickets for Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm hoping they won't let me down, because I'm a huge fan of the video games. I wish there
I
was
have
more.
high anticipation for
Yeah,
this as
are you
well.
gonna watch it?
Definitely, because this movie, I like this kind of movies like National Treasures, Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones. It's a fun family adventure movies, and there is always you end up at least leaving with some sort of mythological information. And I like that.
And in the first trailer, people were like, "Where's Sully's mustache?" Because he's historically known for his big mustache in the video
yeah.
games. They released the second trailer. He walks in with a huge mustache on his face.
So we
And
photoshopped it again.
No. He actually has one.
He actually had one?
he grew
Okay.
it. And then everyone in the movie made fun of him for the mustache.
Okay.
But you got to have it from the video games. You know? You gotta have
Exactly. Yeah, you have to mix and match.
Yeah,
yes.
so this releases, it's now out in theaters in Kuwait, but
Yes.
actually releases, I believe, next weekend in the US.
Wow.
So we get to watch it first.
Yeah, we get to watch it
We
first.
get to watch it
Yeah,
first.
we get to watch it. Yeah.
And now we have our classic film. Have you seen You've Got Mail?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You've Got Mail, Tom Hanks, Meg
Meg
Ryan.
Ryan.
Basically two business competitors. They sell books, I think.
Yes.
And they fall in love online.
Yes.
But this movie was released back in the
1998.
Yeah, so what kind of messaging system were they using?
So you see, this is an interesting mark in the social history because the movie talks about this businessman who owns a franchise of bookstores, who falls in love with a woman who have this boutique mini bookstore, and he's her rival, but she doesn't know that.
They don't know.
Neither each other know that they are both
They
rivals.
met online.
Yes.
Do you know the platform they met on?
It's MSN. if I'm not
No
mistaken.
way.
Yeah, so
Wow. What
they
a
met there
throwback.
and they're using messaging service and email, not even a messaging.
Yeah, You've Got Mail.
You've
okay.
got mail. And back then, email was just starting to rise up
to,
while books were just starting to die out at the same time.
Oh.
So it's a beautiful movie. It's very one of those you call the warm night movies. And we see it a lot on local TVs and we've seen it in theaters as well. But definitely if there is like a top 50 romance drama movies,
This one would be in.
this will be in the list, definitely. It's Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan.
It's Meg Ryan.
And Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks as well, yeah.
yeah.
But when it comes to romance, it's her
Yeah,
field.
yeah. All right. Want to talk about the Oscars?
Okay. Let's see what you're gonna have.
Personally, I don't like award shows
Yeah.
because it's all politics. The producing companies, the studios send in gifts for your consideration, all that.
Yeah, what did you tell me about how do you get nominated in the
Yeah,
Oscar?
so basically I'm a film studio.
Okay.
And I have movies I want to promote.
Okay.
Especially Apple and Netflix.
Okay.
They want to be regarded as amongst those actual filmmakers.
Okay.
So they send in gifts, expensive gifts, watches, Rolexes and stuff like that, to members of the Academy that vote on the movies that get to be nominated.
Oh.
And then they basically give it to whoever gives them most gifts or whatever.
So this is a public information. This
Yeah,
is
you
how
can go
things
online.
go.
I actually wrote a research thesis on it back in
Oh, wow.
college.
But this happens in the Oscar. It's a little bit
Yeah,
political
it's mostly in the States, the
correctness
Emmys,
lately.
Grammys, and all that, but maybe in Europe they don't.
No.
Though
They
I
have much more higher standard and
Yeah.
they're much more strict when it comes to this. But this year I haven't seen anything that can literally resonates with me.
I feel like that happens almost every year for me. I was like, who watched these movies? How did they get nominated?
Exactly, but let's be fair. In 2020, there was a very good set. You had the same year Jojo Rabbit, Joker, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in
that
Hollywood,
was a great lineup.
Parasite,
Sometimes they have great lineups.
and my favorite was 1917. So
Oh.
6 movies were top notch. But this year,
Let's talk about Best Actor.
Okay.
We got Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, and
Okay.
Tick Tick Boom. Have you seen Tick Tick Boom?
No.
Okay, me neither. So
Okay.
we got Doctor Strange, Benedict
Cumberbatch.
and the Power of the Dog. I don't know what that is.
I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I haven't checked it out yet. I think these are the nominees of Best Actresses.
Yeah, it's just a montage of nominees for the Oscars. We also have Javier Bardem being the Ricardos. And we got Denzel Washington
And
The Tragedy of Macbeth. This is an Apple film.
yeah, I think this is one of the strong movies.
Yes.
And it has its own weight, and I think on an academic level,
It's pure drama.
it's pure drama, and it delivered. I mean, you're portraying Shakespeare at the end, and you gambled with black and white. So there is a lot of good elements in that movie specifically.
We gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, I think he might nail it this year as well,
But also, we got my favorite actor,
which is
my birthday brother, birthday twin,
okay.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Okay,
King
he never
Richard.
won before.
He hasn't. He got nominated. He told me for The Pursuit of Happiness, which is a beautiful film.
Yes.
Beautiful film. King Richard, I watched it. It's about Serena Williams and her sister, the tennis players.
Okay.
Beautiful film. What a story.
So you're a judge at this moment, and if you were to choose between Denzel and Will,
It's not fair. I haven't seen Denzel's Macbeth, but I
Okay.
know him as an actor. He's a tremendous actor, tremendous performer. But I'm going with my birthday twin,
Okay.
Will Smith, because he deserves it. I think Denzel has one already.
Denzel has one for
Has
Training Day. Yeah.
Training Day.
Yes.
So let's pull for Will Smith. Though I think it's neither one of them. It could be, I don't know, Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. I don't know.
So this is gonna happen on March 27th, I
March
think.
27 in LA. I want to say the Dolby Theater.
Okay.
Now, Best Actress for the
Okay.
ladies. Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Okay.
I haven't watched that movie. Have you?
Yeah, I think you shortlisted this
Shortlisted.
year the movies.
We got Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter.
Okay.
I guess she gets found by the end of the movie. I don't know.
I think I've seen that. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah?
was a good movie.
gets
yeah.
found in the end?
It was a good movie. I'm not gonna run the
You're
plot
not gonna
for
ruin
you.
the movie.
no.
Okay. We got Kristen Stewart and Spencer.
That's a puzzle. I don't know how she reached that list. To be
Again,
honest, I don't know
A lot of
how.
money was paid.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was a lot of pushing going
Yeah.
for that direction.
Right.
Yeah.
We got Nicole Kidman. She's great.
Yeah.
Being the Ricardos again. We have Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's a tough competition, I want to say.
Yeah, on the female side, yeah, I think it's close notch.
What's your prediction?
I think it's gonna go for The Lost Daughter.
For who? The Lost Daughter, because you actually watched
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I've seen, because I want to be fair, I haven't seen the others, but I've seen it. It was good, and her performance was top par.
Okay.
But let's go about the best pictures.
Best Picture. We're going to go to Best Picture. And the movies are, we got 2 Disney films, No, that's animation. Well, animation, they have Encanto and Luca and other films.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for Luca. It was a beautiful film.
It was, yes, I agree.
But Best Picture, we have Nightmare Alley.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
Nope. We got Dune. I know you've seen
Definitely,
Dune.
yeah.
You think
I've
it's
seen
going to
it.
win?
Dune definitely is gonna win landslide when it comes to graphics and
Landslide,
production.
graphics and all, yeah.
I think music
Maybe
as well.
editing and cinematography as well.
Yeah.
Drive My Car. What a
Nope.
title. Yeah. Belfast.
On the top list right now. I want to watch it.
Right now, right? Licorice Pizza, which is diabetes, but licorice
Okay.
pizza.
Licorice, yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
The Power of a Dog, Benedict Cumberbatch. West Side Story, Spielberg's. He's also nominated for Best Director.
Yeah.
Have you seen West Side Story, the new one?
I've seen the original one.
The
The
original
one in the
one,
50s, yeah.
King Richard, Will Smith. Coda. And Don't Look Up. How, tell me, explain this to me. How did Don't Look Up get
I have no words.
I also forgot to mention DiCaprio is also
Nominated
for Best Actor. I didn't have his name. But it would be so funny to me if DiCaprio wins his second Oscar on this film.
So here's the thing. Is the bar too low this year? Or is there something that we missed?
Yeah, I
and
don't
the
know.
critics are agreeing with it, but I just can't find the words.
Okay, before we wrap it up, your prediction, Best Picture. I'll give mine.
Dune.
Dune.
Yeah. It's exotic scenery.
Yeah, yeah.
The desert and the spices.
You're
you know?
probably right, but I'm just gonna go with King Richard because Will Smith will go way back. Fresh Prince.
Okay, it's easier to win.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful segment once again. Hope to
Yes.
see you next week again.
Inshallah.
And back with Ali and Ilyana right after this.
All right, folks, and that's all for our episode for tonight. We hope that you have enjoyed our segments as much as we did.
Until we meet next time, inshallah, stay safe and goodbye.
Stay safe, take care of yourself, and take care of your loved ones. Goodbye. Let's hear some music for tonight.